1の赤子が寝たタイミングというは勝ったかのような W。お待たせしました。
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing as these two have been...
Sponsor. ナイキと BS なんですね W.
Looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack an experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. Lovely effort, that. TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Especially when
it's for birdie. That's frustrating. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Well played, mate. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. That goes down for an eagle. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And let's have one more look at that shot.
That shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
AW.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Let's return to live play now. The third here at Scottsdale plays.
また認定戦するのがめんどいですね。
It's a strong par 5 which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to get to the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. That's tiny. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch.
今までのデータでできないもんだろうかと思う。
And when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
John Rahm holds a familiar spot of top
ほんまそれ。
spot on this leaderboard. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 7. This looks to be heading to the green.
何のためのデータなのか W。
Wow, what a shot. 9 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, that's a nice line. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And there it goes from the sand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
ねえ。
The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. From around 140 yards here, just a stroke behind the leader. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Well, they've certainly got the swing and the groove.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid.
今シーズン今までプレイ時してた人でもゴールドスタート多いらしいです。
It's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Sitting
前回はプラチナスタートが多い。ルーキーからでいいよ W。
time for the second shot here at the 6th.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club. Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Oh, so close. Just 3 feet to the cup. And as they leave that hole, Rich,
前シーズンよりもらえる LT 減ったからな。
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The seventh here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, with bunkers left and right of this green.
そうなんや。
A straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
I
like that, didn't you? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Oh.
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well played. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. This is Lexi Thompson.
誤差です W。
Oh, that one just missed the hole. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
W。
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
結局配度は変わらなそう。
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for a birdie run.
The old hammerhands putt.
だね。
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And after a quick glimpse at the scoreboard, they're in second, behind John Rahm. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Sitting at 5 under for the day, in a share of second spot. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's a great approach shot. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for a par here. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
And that would have tied the lead for this player. Disappointing to say the least.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Playing from around 150 yards here. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Choosing the 9-iron here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, tiny looking shot that. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. I like the look of this. We can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will move him to 6 under par. And as we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied for the lead with John Rahm.
調整とは W。
Water becomes a real feature here in the final 9 holes at TPC Scottsdale. Here we are exposed to it at 11.
Second shot at 11 is very difficult. Water hugging the left-hand side. The bunker fronting the green is no fun. The one in the back part of the green is no fun. Anything out to the right is just fine.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
気持ち
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 2 shots up after that one. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. Ouch, that hurts. Par putt coming up here. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what
言う
happens.
てあの天下のイエー様ですからね W。
Still in the lead now after that hole. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Opting for the 3-wood. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here.
バグ修正して新しいバグ生み出す天才 W。
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And after that hole, they
確かに
currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. Yeah, that one will play. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. And back to the course with the live action. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
バグのないゲームは存在しないだろうけど、致命的なバグが多すぎる W。
Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at -8 for the day. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or
Bug
breaks
ariki
around
release.
here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Lining up the birdie putt here. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hold.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Opting for the 9-iron. Just needs this one to kick right. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
A par putt awaits. He's currently sitting in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, that was pure. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Shame it didn't drop. A birdie putt awaits. And that's 8 birdies today. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She got one back on that last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Club up. I like this play.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Get this putt to drop and he'll win the event here. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone is saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. That's a good-looking shot there. And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Well, this one's right at the pin. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Okay, steady now. And that should secure the par on this one. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot.
EA のゲームは全部そうやって考えないとやってられません W.
Going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. And that will drop in for birdie.
Love to see it. They hadn't been making anything all week long. Finally got one.
He finds himself in a share of 4th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 4th has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. It's on a good line.
すぐにやらない方がいいまである W.
And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
ストレスのないバグなら W。
Oh, this one's right down the pipe.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Wow. Well, that was the number, no doubt about that. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, just missed. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The sixth hole here at Riviera's.
Who
puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
W.
Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in three-putt territory. It's so far away.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 7 feet to the cup. It was on a good line. Putting for a bogey. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that puddle drop. Well done. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. 2 strokes off the lead. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Outstanding approach shot.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
And this putt to move into the top 5.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Going with the 7. This should play. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 4 under. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Setting up miles from the hole. Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently a shot off the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt for a share of the lead. That's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par. Oh, so close. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Good look at a birdie here. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And that will take him to 5 under. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Will Zalatoris currently on top of things right now. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Nicely done. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Looking really good.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Just didn't drop. This is a par putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. This is a big moment in their round, isn't it?
They have it all right in front of them. Will they seize the opportunity?
Oh, well played. And that will take him to 6 under. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Oh, well played. And here we are with the third shot. He shares top spot.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. And from the green side rough here. Just a 4-footer remaining.
Looking for another birdie here.
That gets the job done.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
This putt for him to win the event. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand, because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one, if you can win, will certainly build your confidence.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 2 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week, because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
And now at 3 under overall. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
That was a great shot at the right time.
Got to say, I can't see them not making birdie here, Luke.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Good shot there, Vima. And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, nice looking putt. Oh, that's a clutch par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Time to tee off at the 6th. That was wonderfully done. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Getting ready to play their third. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Leading by a shot after that hole. This hole is a par 4. That tee shot looks pretty good. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Come on, get down. Oh, well done. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
That's disappointing. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. I don't mind the look of this. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently in 3rd place.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We've reached the 8th hole. Going with the 5-iron here. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
He sits in first position. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. And here we are with the third shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Ooh, came close with that chip. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them. Nicely done.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
There she is, 3rd place.
Okay, time to return to the action. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is their look at birdie.
That's inside the range. And that will take him to 8 under. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Going with the hybrid. Unable to find the green on this one.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Sitting at -8 in their round, currently in the lead. What a recovery. Almost hold it. This putt coming up is for birdie. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Nicely done. Second shot here on the 13th hole.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This putt to get to double digits under the card.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, so close. Okay, let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, right by the hole. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently in 4th place.
Putting for birdie. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Now 4 shots up after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. That's not the one he wanted. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Oh, this is just unfortunate. So close to the fairway, but sitting really down. Yeah, this is lovely.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? It's just about 3 feet away.
Trying to save par here.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
This one's for birdie. This looks good. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 17th hole. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. What a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
He knows if he can get this putt to drop, he'll win the event. Oh, this must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Oh, what a time to chip one in here to win the event. Oh, he chips in for the victory. Well played.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich P, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.